My name's Sean Munzing. I'm an assistant captain for the men's ice hockey team. I'm a senior, and this is my story. So when I was about 3 years old, I was sick and I had a pretty high fever. So my mother, just like any mother would, brought me to the doctor, and they took one look at me and saw that my left eye, was a little bit larger than my right. So I went in for a CAT scan, and when I went in for that CAT scan, they ended up noticing that I have a subarachnoid cyst in the back of my head, which from that fever we were able to find out that it was shutting down the vision in my left eye. So since I was about 3 years old, I had to, 3 to probably 10, I'd have to put a patch over my right eye to be able to strengthen my left eye so I could still keep the vision that I had left in that eye. And now, since I got out when I was 10 years old, I didn't have the patch anymore, which was good, and now I just wear one contact.
We were devastated because we weren't sure if he was ever going to get the sight back.
My mom always told me too, and the teachers, especially because they knew about it back then, like elementary school and middle school, like the IEP and the 504 plan, they knew that I had to kind of sit in the front of the room to be able to see better and kind of comprehend everything a little bit more. And there were times throughout my elementary school years that they took me out of class to be able to make sure that I was still reading properly and okay to read and getting that extra help if I needed it. I mean, for me, when it comes to like jumping from middle school to high school to college, when it came to just being any other normal other kid, it was kind of like the same exact jump when it came to school-wise. Like I was able to do very well in school and really buckled down and did well. The only hard transition pretty much was just like when it came to talent-wise in hockey type of thing, being able to keep up with the talent. But when it came to my eye in hockey, since I was diagnosed so little with this situation in my left eye, I pretty much learned how to play hockey the entire time with the impairment in my left eye. When I was younger, my coach was pretty much my father. He already kind of knew about the situation, so we didn't really have to worry about that. But I kind of got drilled in the back of my head too when I went out and I played and I was playing sports that I needed to protect my right eye as best I could, because if anything were to happen to my right eye, God forbid, I'd be able to ever see again. So as a kid, my mother kind of drew that into my head.
He had sports goggles that he wore for a couple of years, and then when he went outside and everything, he knew that he had to protect his good eye, because if anything ever happens to his good eye, he could lose his license or anything to that effect.
Driving can sometimes be tough because when I'm going and I want to switch lane on my left, instead of just like taking a quick peek with my peripherals, I kind of got to do like a whole 180 type of thing to be able to see. So I'm getting a car accident, obviously, but sports, it can affect me sometimes, especially going in the corner in hockey or getting blindsided. Story back when I was playing junior hockey in New York, I was gathering a puck and I kind of just picked my head up for a second to try and make a nice play, and a kid came from my left side and just kind of blindsided me and put me head first into the boards. So I ended up getting my first concussion right then and there. So that was kind of affected me a little bit. Same with baseball too, because baseball was a tough thing. So like a pop-up going up or something and ball comes down, or I'm a righty, so my left eye is the lead eye. So it's kind of hard for me to hit a baseball too, but if I were ever to get one in the head coming back as like a pitcher too, then that could have been devastating for me as well. The one big decision I made in my life was when I went and played junior hockey. So in the junior league that I played in, you were able to wear a half shield, so it only covered like half your face, so like your mouth and your nose was all exposed, versus from mites to middle school to high school and in college where you got to wear a full face. So in juniors, I knew that nothing could happen to my right eye, or else my dream of playing college hockey and or just living with two eyes would be gone. So I made the conscientious decision to wear a bubble the entire time instead of wearing the half shield. But with the half shield, I mean, that was just kind of like more of a style thing for everybody to go ahead and use. So it's a cool experience. Like, you know, a lot of people get to wear the half shields unless you go and you play juniors to be able to play college hockey. It's a fun little thing to have and be able to wear for a year. But for me, I knew it was a smarter decision to not wear one and not risk anything.